Have you ever noticed that when one thing goes wrong in your day, everything else starts spiraling? Like you spill your coffee and suddenly you're late to work, miss a deadline, and forget your wallet. It feels like the universe is against you. But what if it's actually you working against yourself? What if that moment, the spilled coffee, wasn't just bad luck, but the beginning of a powerful manifestation? Welcome to the hidden side of the law of attraction. What happens on your bad days? When you're stuck in negativity, overwhelmed, or battling anxiety, manifestation feels impossible. But according to many spiritual and psychological perspectives, those bad days are exactly when your power is being tested the most. That's when what you think and feel holds the most weight. Here's the hard truth. Your thoughts are shaping your reality, especially when you're down. The law of attraction isn't just active when you're feeling great, it's always on. That means the energy you emit when you're frustrated, hopeless, or exhausted is attracting more of the same. Think about it. Have you ever had a day where one negative event snowballed into 5 more? That's not coincidence. That's your dominant vibration syncing with a low-frequency loop. So, how do you break it? First, you have to understand the problem. Bad days aren't just emotional dips, they're energetic traps. Your brain is wired to reinforce patterns, especially familiar ones. If stress or disappointment is familiar, your mind builds neural highways for those thoughts. The more you travel that road, the easier it is to get stuck in a negative loop. Your subconscious latches onto disappointment like a magnet. But the key isn't to suppress it. The key is to shift it. Instead of spiraling deeper, what if you could recognize the pattern, pause, and choose a new thought? What if you could break the loop right at its start and reverse the entire direction of your day? That's exactly what you'll learn in this video. Help you to use manifestation on your worst days and turn them into breakthroughs. Real manifestors don't just create when things are good, they manifest despite the chaos. Let's dive into the pillar of manifesting during hard times. Stop feeding the negative cycle. This might sound obvious, but it's where most people fail. When you're having a bad day, your natural instinct is to vent, complain, or replay the issue in your mind. But here's the secret most people don't know. The more you give energy to the negative, the more you anchor it into your reality. Every time you relive what went wrong, whether it's a bad comment, a traffic jam, or an unexpected bill, you are vibrationally investing in that version of reality. And the universe? It's listening, it's responding, it's amplifying. So, here's what you do instead. 1. Pause the pattern. As soon as something bad happens, resist the urge to spiral. Take a breath and observe. Don't deny it, but don't indulge it either. Awareness is your reset button. 2. Disengage from venting. Talking things out can help, but there's a fine line between release and reinforcement. If you're rehashing the story over and over, you're living in that energy. Instead, say it once, let it go, and shift focus. 3. Control your media intake. The news, social media, even TV shows can drag your vibration lower than you realize. On tough days, avoid content that fuels negativity. Instead, feed your mind with lightness, music, comedy, affirmations, nature. 4. Guard your inner circle. If you're around chronic complainers, you're soaking in their energy. Choose to be around people who lift you or practice solitude and reset your energy alone. This isn't about toxic positivity, it's about energetic boundaries. If you can shift your focus just slightly, you interrupt the feedback loop. And that tiny shift, that's where manifestation begins. Because what you focus on expands. So instead of feeding what you don't want, start planting the seeds of what you do want, even if it feels fake at first. Reframe your reality. Spilled coffee, a chance to try mindfulness. Late to work, an opportunity to practice patience. These small shifts compound. Remember, the law of attraction doesn't reward perfection. It responds to consistency. And consistent tiny pivots can reroute your entire frequency. When negativity feels overpowering, you need more than just thought control. You need a mental detox. That's where meditation and journaling come in. Meditation isn't just spiritual fluff. It's the most powerful tool to stop your mind from controlling you. When practiced consistently, it allows you to detach from thoughts that no longer serve you. On bad days, your brain is flooded with cortisol and repetitive stories. Meditation helps you watch those thoughts without being them. Here's how to start. Sit in silence for 5 to 10 minutes. Observe each thought without judgment. Name it: fear, anger, frustration. Then release it. With practice, you'll stop believing every thought your brain throws at you. You'll realize, I'm not my mind. I'm the observer of my mind. That's real power. Journaling adds another layer. It takes the chaos in your head and makes it visible. When you write down your thoughts, patterns emerge. Are you always expecting the worst? Are you focused on what's missing? Use journaling to spot limiting beliefs. Write gratitude lists, minimum 10 items. Affirm positive truths. Track emotional shifts. Try this challenge. For 3 days, write only positive statements about your life. No complaints, no realism, just appreciation. By day 3, your energy will shift. Why? Because your brain starts scanning for what's working, not what's failing. Pair this with yoga, or what some call moving meditation. It's another way to calm your nervous system and release stuck energy. On a bad day, your body holds tension. Movement releases it. And remember, all of this is about creating space. Space between stimulus and response. Space between thought and belief. When there's space, there's choice. And when you can choose a new thought, you can manifest a new outcome. Even on the darkest days. Let's talk about gratitude and detachment, the backbone of manifestation during hard times. Gratitude isn't just a feel-good exercise, it's the vibrational code that tells the universe, I trust you. When you focus on what's good, even in chaos, you shift your frequency to one that attracts more of it. Here's a truth bomb. If you can be grateful when you have nothing, you'll soon be grateful when you have everything. Make this a practice. List 10 things you're grateful for daily. Say thank you before you receive. Celebrate small wins like they're miracles. But equally important is detachment, and this one's hard. Most people obsess over what they want: love, money, health, success. But obsession equals resistance. When you need it desperately, you tell the universe, I don't have it. And the universe echoes that. The trick? Ask once with conviction, then detach like you already know it's coming. Think of it like ordering at a restaurant. You don't beg the waiter, you order and trust it's on the way. This is pure hope, not fake faith. You release control, release the how, and let the universe work. Because trying to force manifestation is like digging up a seed every day to see if it's sprouted. You kill its growth. So on a bad day, surrender, trust, align with the feeling of already receiving it. That's the paradox. Letting go brings it closer, because detachment isn't giving up. It's believing so deeply you don't need proof. You are the proof. Finally, we arrive at the deepest layer, limiting beliefs and conscious thought choice. Bad days often reveal hidden beliefs like, I'm not good enough, nothing ever works out, or I'll always struggle. These aren't just thoughts, they're energetic commands, and they block manifestation. Your job, bring them to light. Ask yourself, what do I believe about this situation? Where did that belief come from? Is it really true? Once you expose a limiting belief, you can rewrite it. Replace I'll always fail with I am learning and growing daily. Repeat it, even if you don't believe it yet. Repetition reprograms your subconscious. But this work takes love. Be gentle. Don't shame your thoughts. Just observe, shift, and affirm a new truth. Now, combine this with conscious thought choice. Instead of reacting to life, direct your thoughts like a movie director choosing the next scene. Bad moment? Pick a better thought. Traffic jam? Gratitude for a moment of stillness? Argument? Opportunity to practice patience. This is where power lives. The law of attraction isn't about denying reality, it's about choosing which reality to expand. Every thought is a vote for your future, so vote wisely. And finally, action. Some say action ruins manifestation, but real action, aligned, inspired action, amplifies it. You don't have to do everything, but you must do something. Visualize, yes, but also write the email, take the walk, record the video. Because energy moves where you move it. And even on your worst day, you can move it with one thought, one choice, one act of faith. That's how you manifest, especially on a bad day.